I will one day create a in Skylar's chat drama. You can't do that. It's hailing on me. I have 234. I'm actually really close to my limit. Let's go back to respite. No drama. Bad drama. If you make drama, then I will give you drama. I will steal your pizza, and then it will be gone forever. No, actually, it makes me think. I have to go check something. AFK. Okay. Let's put some junk here. Need quite a bit more stone. Let me drop off some of this ore. True Scooby-verse? Nope. No Scooby-Doo for you. One sec. I'm back. Let's see, you said I would have done it last time if it wasn't for you. Yeah. Meddling kids, what? Ha ha ha. Was such a bad show. Welma? No, you mean, the, newer, Scooby-Doo show that they have out? That new show definitely is a bit off its rocker. Actually, there are people that seem to like it. But it's mostly the people that are kind of messed up in the head, I think. I wonder. See, that's still giving me 6. So it doesn't matter if I use that. Hey buddy, how you doing? Yikes. That guy's super tough. Run away. See that? Those guys are a little bit too tough for their own good. One of them went down. There we go. Hey, Fluffy. Still remember how Bud Light couldn't even give away their cans? I think they kind of still can't give away their cans. That's no problem, Fluffy. I appreciate you stopping by. I know how rough things are for you right now. Book. I had you on, but not with bone. That's alright. There's a cave. What do we got going on in here? Need a 50. Bad spider. Go away, spider. That hurt. Ow. That really hurt.
Fatality.
Ah, how dare you do that? Where are you spiders at? There. Bad spiders. Bad. Ouch. It's funny how tiring it is to watch someone sleep for 9 hours. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Those spiders are really rough. I think I'm gonna just try to focus on just gathering. Whoops. Well, you know, it's probably because of the emotional exhaustion involved in that situation. Now I'm thinking of going up and getting a pizza tonight, but don't know if I have the energy. Yeah, I've been up. Yeah. It is a rough situation to say the least. Huh. Regular old stone. That looks interesting. Guess they didn't like that one. I'm overloaded. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I'm only about 1,000 away. Gotta find myself some sort of stuff that I can. Hey, like a lots of a lot. Come on, get me up here. That's better. Looks like there's a bunch of stones over here. How about meat? Huh. He gave me some of that wood. Er, run away. That hurt. Run away. Overloaded. Seriously. My arm is broken. That's not good at all. These guys are way too high in level. Well, at least the plus side is that I can just, I can just go back home easy enough. Huh. Hey, live in 80s, how's it going? Contributed 2,000 total to the points challenge. But what did you do? I didn't see it.
For the Emperor!
So, how have you been doing? I'm overlooked. Getting closer, though. Now I need to go back and get some more junk. Okay, not bad. How about you? I'm okay. I'm, you know, just playing this game, trying to build a castle, basically. It's taken a long time because I need thousands and thousands of stone to do it. And I'm not entirely sure how it's going to come out because I heard that there's a limit to how much you can do. So, I guess I can try to find out exactly how big can you build. How big can you build in Nightingale? I don't think this is accurate, because this is from March. Uh, it's also March. Uh, this was 6 months ago, so that's not new. Let me actually look it up elsewhere. Because I know you can build a lot more than that, because I've already built like thousands of stone so far. It will be a lot more fun once I get closer to what I'm trying to accomplish. It's like a crazy amount of stone I need. Not to mention, it's pretty interesting how they've been doing the game with the new update. Because, like, you have the progress, and, like, you have the different tiers, and apparently there's a fourth tier. So, I'm kind of curious about that one. But you have, like, all of these different things that you can build in the different tiers, and then, you know, you have different structures like crude foundation. You have this, like, stone foundation. And you have the, Tudor foundation type stuff, which actually looks not bad. I'm actually curious about the other stuff in the third tier. Yeah, I'm glad that they are, because there's way too many games in the past that, you know, they just kind of give up and they don't really keep going, and at least they're, you know, keeping at it. Like, I know how game development can be, and it can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Like, game development is not an easy thing to do. At all. Too many gamers, honestly, have no idea what's involved with game development. They just kind of think that it's, like, fun in games, but it is hard as anything. Like, literally, it would kick their butts, chew it out, and not in a good way. There's a thing over there. What do we got? From the first notes, the sky fallers grows, moved in an unfathomable way by a melody that spoke of the grievous loss to giant's heart in turn. The chief lay down his arms and sobbed, begging Dunu to tell him all that he knew of the song and their stolen blah, blah, blah. I don't want to read all of that. Raw berries. I kind of like stuff that is a bit more voiced. Like in this game, they do at least have some voice lines, but not everything. Oh, I hate those guys. Go away. Nope. Nope. Bad. I think I'm gonna have to stick to getting the low stuff down here or something, because those guys are a pain in the butt. What's with the frog? But I have literally seen so many gamers going around talking about game development like it was some easy thing for someone to do, and you know, it's just so dumb how some people talk and like they somehow know something, but reality is that they don't know anything. They know how to play a game, and they don't. Some of those people don't know how to play a game very well. Huh. Not easy being green. Oh. Yeah, but you know, it's actually a lot easier to be green in truth. It depends on your idea of not easy being green though, because there's a lot of things to that. Like, I think being green from the perspective of being someone that's new to something or doesn't understand something, because you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. So it's easy to be ignorant because, you know, you just kind of sit there and you can just daydream and assume all you want. But when you really know something, then, you know, there's a realization that if you want to do anything involving that thing, it takes a lot of work. So in one way, it's kind of easier. In another way, it's not easier. You know, it really depends on perception, though, I guess. Gotta find some good stone without being murdered by stuff. Yeah, it's like, some people think it's so easy and it takes no time at all to make a game like, let's just say, example, Dark Souls. And, like, some people have no idea what that really entails. It's like, it's crazy how much is actually involved in a game like that. It's even crazier when people just assume things and they literally know nothing. Come on, I want to get up there. Like, just to get a game started, you have to actually make a storyboard is the best way to get started, because then you can get an idea of what type of story you want to tell, if there is a story at all. And if there's not a story at all, then your storyboard could be simply someone putting together, this is how your game operates, basically. Like, you know, you start off in a prison, and then you go from the prison out into the world, and You know, in that world, you can collect resources if you want, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, exactly. But a movie actually is a lot easier because all you need to do is get like a couple actors to make a very simple, basic movie. You just write up a very basic sort of story, and then you just kind of film it, and then you cut it up. You add sounds that you need to add here and there. Video game, you have to. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it with programming. Oh, stop making a game is easy. Push a couple buttons, and yeah, I know. There are some people that are just downright crazy that don't know anything about it. It amazes me how some people just don't know anything. Like, can't people just do some basic research at least? Like, research isn't that difficult. You just go, look up information. There you go, easy. But even that can be really hard for some people. Hey, while browsing Twitch on my break, I stumbled upon your stream. Your enthusiasm thing. I have this feeling that together I might work right now. What? I don't even know what to think about this guy, so I'm just going to just say goodbye. Sounds like another one of those stupid bots. I think I'm overloaded again. Yeah, I can just keep going, I guess. I hate bots. Yeah. It's like someone that makes something that long-winded for the very first time just doesn't sound like a human being to me at all. Yeah. It's like, seriously, cheap views? That's the stupidest thing in the world. Those are really neat looking flowers and stuff. I like them. I almost want to move my house to this place. Because I kind of like the purple and blue and stuff. Although, it would be even better if it was snowing. But, you know, there's storyboard involved. And then from the storyboard, you figure out exactly what you need. Do you need to do some programming? Do you need to, can you get by with just doing the, let me think, what was it? Modules, was it? I think it was modules. And then, can you actually make all of your own assets? Can you make your own trees? Can you make your own stones? Can you make your own mountains? Do you have people that can do the level design? Is your level design open world? Is it linear? You want to do sounds? You want to get good sound quality? Or do you want to just do something cheap? Do you want to do something 8-bit? Do you want to do 16-bit? Do you want to, you know, actually have music? Which music, honestly, is very important. Because it sets mood. You need some people that are good with lighting that can figure out how to make something either A, realistic looking, or B, something that just looks, you know, not bad. You know, there's a great deal that goes into it, and A lot of people just have no clue whatsoever. Not to mention, you know, there's hitboxes, kind of like how this character just went through the mountain slightly because of I think in the hitbox in this particular case, it surrounded, you know, basically just your upper body and not the lower body. Let's go back to the house. You need to figure out UI stuff. You know, try to make it so what people are looking at, they can understand. How streamlined do you want it? How complex do you want it? Do you want to have spoken dialogue in the game, or is it going to be text? If it's spoken, then you have to either A, hire some people that will do voice lines, or you just, you know, could get anyone that kind of can do voice lines, as long as they kind of, you know, can actually talk, basically. There's a lot involved. But I think, despite the fact that there's a lot involved, it's not a bad thing at all. There's a lot of good to it. Yep, co-op also, because you have to do netcode in that case. Planning part is easy. One person can do all the planning. That is very easy. In fact, one person can literally do the whole game. It just will take longer. In some ways, in my opinion, it's sometimes kind of easier to just have one person do the entire game, because then you don't have to try to convey your idea to a bunch of other people. You can just kind of do it yourself without having to explain yourself to someone else. You just explain it to yourself and it's like instantly, you know. So from a certain perspective, you know, there's that. Now, for a game that I would want to make, I would want to make a MMORPG. You know, something that has a really unique sort of take on MMORPGs, because I have found a lot of them to be very... Well, you know, basically anyone could be the hero, and that kind of makes it like no one is the hero, which I really hate. So they should make it so it's actually a lot harder to actually be the hero than everyone is instantly, here you go, you're the hero. You know? It should make it hard work rather than, you know, you went to a dungeon, look, you're powerful now. You know, it should be more involved. And even half believable voice acting is not... that's not entirely true. It's good. It's easy to do it if you're willing to take the time to either A, look for the people that can do the voice acting, which literally you can just go through like 1,000 different people and maybe you'll find one good one. So it's just a matter of patience, not necessarily difficult. Like, it's a tough one to really say for sure, because voice acting alone might not even be enough. You have to have good sound design. You have to have good, you know, you have to have good way of recording your voice so you don't have, like, really bad background sounds and everything. Now, there's a lot of little things, but I don't really think of it as hard. I think of it as more like, if you know what you're doing, then it's actually pretty easy. Like, if it's something that you know what you're doing and then it is hard, then, yeah, that's different. But I think when it comes down to voice acting, it's just a matter of you know, getting someone that can understand what you're trying to do and how their character should sound, like, try to give someone the idea of what the motivation is for that character so they understand exactly what they need to actually do, how it should sound. Should it be dramatic? Should it be happy? Should it be sad? You know, lots of different things. But, you know, there's the technical side of it, then there's just the side of if the person's even good at voice acting at all. If the person's really good at voice acting, but then you don't have the equipment to record the voice properly, then you'll end up having something that has a lot of air in the background, and it makes it just weird. Yeah, there's one I need. I don't really think it's actually hard, though. I think it's more like it requires a lot of patience to find what you need. As a dev, it's of this is what I want. I am talking, find a good voice actor. You are making it sound like voice acting. Technically, it is easy because it's just talking. Oh. But, you know, there's a lot of different things involved with that. Like, anyone can do voice acting. It's just a matter of getting the right mindsets to actually do it. You know, how should the character sound?
Hey, I saw that.
Ha 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 ha.
Shit. I am a witness to this murder.
How dare you? Let's see. Glenn Davis. It's reading, tone, making it not sound robotic. Yeah. Which, you know, the reading part, you don't necessarily have to read it. You just have to memorize it. And then when you memorize it to the point where you...
Swords don't kill people.
Ha ha ha. And who is doing that? I don't know who that is. Follow 1 minute ago. I don't know how someone can have all those points, that soon. Because that's actually, a lot of points. But I really think it's more a matter of patience than anything. I don't think it's necessarily hard in the whole entire, like, not sounding like a robot thing. Anyone could do that if they just practice. It's okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not being bombarded by another bots in chat or something. Because that has happened way too often. I'm starting to feel like the robot apocalypse is upon us. Yeah. But let's just say that you are operating your own game development. Then really the amount of time that you have is just whatever time that you make for yourself. Now, if you are working for a publisher, that's different. But if you are doing it yourself and you don't really have a time constraint, you have a kind of window as to how much time before you want to actually release the game. But ultimately, it's up to you how much time that you feel is necessary to get things right. And normally, less than a week to get 20 hours of reading. You are talking on the yeah. But even on the voice acting side, like, literally voice acting is part of the development. So, from a certain perspective, that is all game development. So you just have to be able to listen to either people talking and try to figure out if they're going to be good enough or not for what you're looking for. You know, it could be someone that is, like, straight out of, like, high school that did, like, high school drama. If they do good, they do good. And of course you can have a lot of people that are bad, but, you know, you just have to be willing to tell those people, sorry, but you're not what we're looking for. Yeah, but, you know, the voice acting side is part of game development. You know, all of it is game development. And voice is required for if you actually want voices in your game. So, you know, it's part of, you know, game development. It's just, you know, it's a part of the audio department, basically. Bad spider. Bad. I hate those spiders. Can you leave me alone, please? Help. Bats are my nemesis. Yeah. Oh. Those guys are too strong. They need to just go away. That hurts. Never mind. I definitely need a lot more stone. So dark out. Those berries are not bad. But when it comes down to game development, obviously it's not like the easiest thing in the world. You do need to try to be able to figure out how to make a game in such a way that would actually make it fun for people. But sometimes you have to think of something that no one else has thought of before if you want to make something that will actually stand out. And that kind of can come to a, you know, that can be pretty difficult. But I am kind of convinced that I do have good ideas in that department. It's just I don't want to actually give away secrets of mine. Because if I do that, then someone runs with it. And that's not something I need. Just imagine, you know, you have this idea and then someone else takes it. That would be horrible. I don't think I can get that thing. I think I've been here before. Yeah, there's some bad guys there. Need to stay away from the bad guys. Uh-oh. I don't need those bad guys. Get away from me. Ugh. I hate that. Gotta get up. Let's get going. But, you know, one of my ideas would be to make an MMO where people, you know, it's not everyone is like the hero, basically. Like, if you work really, really hard, then you can be the hero, but it shouldn't be just handed to people. And that's the thing about lots of MMOs that make it feel kind of, you know, just kind of blah. Because literally everyone's the hero. You know, it's like everyone has the legendary armor, everyone has the legendary weapons, everyone has, you know, all the same skills. And all you have to do is level up a little bit to get them, and it kind of makes it kind of boring. And there's more of those guys. Go away. Leave me alone. Yikes. How's my stamina doing? Not so great. Stamina region. Let's see if I can get anything from over there. Yeah, there's a bit of stone here. That might be enough. Not quite sure. Let's just go back and take a look. You know, one thing I do kind of wonder is how do some of the very big developers actually orchestrate things in such a way that they make things that actually seem to work together cohesively? Because it's like you have so many different artists and they make things, and it's kind of surprising that they're able to make things that actually look like they belong to the same world when you have like 50 different people working on the same thing and they're all making different objects for the game or different trees or plants and stuff. How do you get them to actually look like they're supposed to actually, you know, how do you get 50 people to make it the way that you want it, you know, basically? Like you kind of have to micromanage massively, is what I think. Now that's the only thing I can think of about that anyway. Basically, I have to go over and be like, okay, this thing that you're doing it all wrong. We need it this way, or "Yeah, you're doing that all right. That's great." So on and so forth, etc. I don't like plastic ladies. Hopefully this amount of stone I have here will be enough to fill in the rest. Then I can start kind of molding it to what I want. Okay, so how much more did I need? It's close. Yeah, you see I'm a teeny bit short. I'm going to say it again. Twitch, your mobile app needs work. Yeah, definitely. I'm getting so close to being done with this portion. Kind of nice. Just need to figure out what I'm gonna do, like, if I can make this part like blacksmithing or